Hey, welcome to Live from Dennis's house. Today we're going to be doing Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin 4. Everybody hold up your copies. Look how good this album is. We have 3 copies of it. And today I have special guests. We have Kristin Rose Kelly and Eryn Shewell. And Kristin, you just flew in from Chicago, I think. Sounds more exciting when you say
16 hours.
Yeah. And so we're going to be doing, as you can hear in the background, we're going to be doing Led Zeppelin 4. And what song is this? Black Dog. Yes, and Kristin is going to be performing 2 songs. We already recorded one. She recorded Going to California with Eryn, and it sounded amazing. And then she did an original.
Sorry.
And she's got a lot of tricks, a lot of good stories, and we're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff here. But the music sounds too loud now, so we'll have to talk over it. So anyway, this album came out in 1971. What month?
November, my
Very
birthday.
good. What day?
Oh, 8th?
No, what day is your birthday?
I thought you meant this. I was 13th.
Oh, okay. Mine's the 28th, so I thought... Okay. So, anyway, this came out, and it does not even have an album name. As you can see, there's nothing would tell you this is Led Zeppelin. There's nothing anywhere that says Led Zeppelin or a name of an album or anything.
You know this cover.
Exactly. And this is referred to as Led Zeppelin 4. Sometimes it's referred to by that name, Zoso.
Hey, where's that at?
That's on the inside.
It's like a menu.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of stuff. So,
you got tarot card guy.
Yeah, so let's talk about this painting here first. This is an 18th century painting. Actually, I took note. It's a 19th century rustic oil painting that Jimmy Page purchased from an antique shop somewhere. Now, like you said, open it up. Let's see that painting in there. You know what that is. Tell us what that is.
The Hermit.
Yes, this is like from some tarot card or something that is that true?
I don't know, it looks like it though.
It's definitely the Hermit.
I'm going to lower that. I actually turned it off so we could talk. So, yes, this is like, open that up again, hold that up. There's a lot of different stuff going on in here. That painting is called The Hermit from some tarot card or something. Eryn knows about that. Eryn is involved in black magic, so she knows all about that kind of stuff. And they say if you look at that picture in a mirror, and this is kind of like a mirror that we're looking at it, there's like a face inside there.
What?
In here, this rock formation.
Oh, I can see that. Face. Yeah. You squint your eyes. There it is. I know I see it.
And then you see, if you look up here, they say there's like a lot of different ones of these. Depends on what album you get. If you look in the lantern on your copy of this album, sometimes there's a star in there, sometimes there's not.
There's one on this one.
Yeah, so this got everything. And sometimes
the Jewish star. You
see this little guy down here too? This little freak. Sometimes he's there and sometimes he's not too. So this is a good copy.
The first Where's Waldo.
Yeah, right. Do you have it in yours, Eryn, in your copy? Mm-hmm. All right, so these are all good copies. I don't even know why I got 3 copies of this album. But I do, but it's so awesome that it has 3 of them. So the reason I was reading up on this, and the reason why this doesn't have a name or anything is because they were panned by the critics. And after Led Zeppelin 3 came out, the critics crucified it. So Jimmy Page said that we're going to be anonymous on this one, and they're not going to be able to bash us, and we're going to let the music do the talking, and that's it. And they said that's going to be career suicide because nobody's going to buy the album because nobody's going to know what it is. So needless to say, that did not happen because this is one of the most successful albums Led Zeppelin ever did, one of the most successful albums of all time, and many people say could be the greatest album of all time. So I happen to be a huge Led Zeppelin fan. I'm sure you are too. Eryn, you like Led Zeppelin?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Say, you don't meet very few. You meet very few people who say, "Oh no, I don't like Led Zeppelin. I'm not influenced by them. No, I don't like Jimmy Page." You know, very few people say that. They're an incredible band, one of the greatest bands of all time. And this album, all the songs on here are incredible. They have Stairway to Heaven on this album.
That was one of the first songs I ever learned.
Yeah. See, I was thinking if we had more time when you said you were going to come on, I was saying, oh, it might have been cool if us three plus Phil, we did like a cool version of Stairway to Heaven.
That would
have been awesome, right?
The whole song?
The whole song. Exactly. From beginning to end, but it was too much work, so.
I don't think anyone could outdo what Hart did.
Yes, see, that's what I was
trying.
thinking, yeah. We would have had a different kind of version, and we would have gone viral. So,
Yeah.
so what's your favorite song off of this album? Excluding
This
Stairway
album?
to Heaven, yes. What is your favorite song off of here? Do you have a
Let me
favorite off of here?
refresh my
Mine's
brain.
Black Dog.
I've been going.
You're going Black Dog?
Where's
All right.
the list? I'm dumb. Right here.
On the paper, here, you can see.
Oh.
There's a
Well,
lot
How
of
about going to
It's-
California?
It's hard because I really like the Battle of Evermore too. Though.
Yeah.
They're all good.
And Missy
Yes.
Mountain Hop is really good.
And
Every
Four
song on
Sticks,
here is
When the
good.
Levee Breaks. I love the drums on When the Levee
All right,
Breaks.
that's what I was just going to play because that is the best drum beat of any song
recorded
ever.
in that house.
Yes, you're like a genius
The
about
acoustics
this.
was like
Yes, it was some
amazing.
mansion
I
they
wanna
recorded
record
this.
The
And
Led Zeppelin mansion.
listen to this drum beat.
Yeah.
Ah,
My
look at
drummer
that.
was trying to teach me this. I was like, I don't know.
You got to play the mansion. I don't think you get that sound. We were in a band one time with this harmonica player, and we said, "Let's play this song." And he's like, "No, I don't like that song. It doesn't have a groove." I was like, "Are you kidding me? It's nothing but
This
groove.
song-
How can you say that?" Did you ever see the band Led Zeppelin?
Yes.
Those girls.
Yeah,
right?
they're all girls, and they're doing this. I saw them on a video doing this, and it sounds pretty cool. Yeah, listen to that. We're just gonna sit here on the show and just listen to the music. It's so good. That's all. All right, we'll come back to that now. All right, so let's put Led Zeppelin on hold for a little bit, and let's talk about you guys. And Eryn has been on the show before. When Eryn came on, we did. Do you remember what we did, Eryn?
Eva Cassidy.
Very good.
I
So.
love her too.
Yeah, but Led Zeppelin is very coveted. Everybody wants to do Led Zeppelin. This is the first time I've done Led Zeppelin on my show. I've been saving it, so this is a
You're
special
special.
treat for you.
You know who doesn't like Led Zeppelin? Or like, I don't think he does? Howard Stern.
Really?
I don't know if he does or not, but he's called them maybe the best cover bands in the.
Well,
Well,
yeah, they did have some problems in the early days, stealing music from other people. But
Who doesn't?
yeah, right. Yeah. Well, actually, I do know somebody who doesn't like them. Pete Townsend doesn't like them. He hates them.
Really?
Yes. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, very good. Very interesting. So yeah, let's talk about you now and why you're here from New Jersey and how you came about getting here. And you're from Chicago, right? We discussed that
well,
already.
I live in the western suburbs of Chicago.
Okay, it's close enough. Yeah.
Well, I knew this lady for about 11 years now. I used to live in Jersey,
Oh, did you?
2003.
Where are you originally from?
Well, I was born in California.
Wow. There
Grew
you
up
go.
most of my childhood in Iowa.
Oh my God. In
And
the witness protection program? Or?
no. We was broke. We had to go somewhere poor, so we wouldn't have to live in the car. So that's how I ended up in Iowa, and then I went to computer animation school, art school in
nice.
Arizona, where I met my husband, and then he's from New Jersey. That's how I ended up here.
Oh, okay.
And then I met her. We were just young kids, you know. She's
18,
18 and
19.
pregnant, 19 or 20. And I saw her ad before the internet was what it is today. And
Uh-huh.
she's like, I'm looking for another female singer-songwriter, guitarist to collaborate with, and that's how we met. So,
Oh, okay. Great.
well, life happened. She cursed me, and I got pregnant too.
That how it happens?
Yeah,
I did.
I wanted to get out of his parents' house, you know, and not raise a baby there. I was like, we gotta do something. But he had a job offer, either Seattle or Alabama. I didn't want to go to Seattle because they have a volcano. I don't know. Alabama was like, well, that's a state I never really hear about. Let's go there.
Really?
Went down
Yeah.
there. I was like, I guess.
Seattle
There's a
sounds cooler
reason
than
why.
Alabama, yeah.
Right? Huh?
But there's a reason why you don't hear
Well,
about
it's
it.
so far away though, you know, like from all my immediate family. But we ended up there, and more life happened. I ended up in Chicago for work or whatever, and
Alright, cool.
I've been there for the last several years. 2008.
Spend my day
stuff and drank all my wine. Made up my mind, made a start. Going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there loving her eyes and flowers in her hair. Took my chances on a big jet plane. Never let them tell you that they all are the same. Oh, when the sea was red and the sky was gray, what an I could ever follow today. Hands in the can, it's out of trouble and shake. Children of the sun begin to wake. Watch out. It seems that the wrath of the gods got a punch of the nose and it started the flow. I think it might be sinking. Throw me a line if I reach it in time. Meet you up there with the path runs straight and high. To find a queen, not a king. They say she plays guitar and cries and sings. La la la. Right away, met her on the footsteps door. Try to find a woman who's never been born. Standing on my hill of my mountain of dreams, telling myself it's not as hard as it seems. Oh, let's go to California.
They were known for around this time. This album came out, like we said, in '71. They had their own jet at this time. This was like rock and roll excess. They had their own jet. They had groupies, and that they were like destroying hotel rooms, throwing TV sets out their window and stuff. Have you guys been doing that while you were here in Jersey? Anything crazy like
I
that?
got a crappy car and stalkers and
She's staying at my house, so she better not disturb me.
After those two
I only
glasses
have
of red
one.
wine,
Wait,
you
she
never
does
know.
have an old TV.
I have like a really old TV. Please don't throw it out the window.
Like she's making fun of me about my phone, but she got an old TV.
It's still big. It still works.
Yeah.
Surprised.
So, yeah. So it was a crazy time back then in the '70s, and that John Bonham, he was riding a motorcycle down the hallway in the hotel room in Tokyo one time, and it's just craziness all over the place with these guys. But you know, they made it through until John Bonham died in 1979, I think it was, and
80.
And that was it. You're going to challenge me on that, huh?
I googled earlier.
Oh, really? So it was in 1980?
I think so.
All right, because the last album came out in '79, In Through the Outdoor, so it was like right after that, and they were going to go on tour and stuff like that. So, did you ever see Led
Choked on his
Zeppelin?
puke. Huh?
Yeah, he choked on his puke. That's true. That's a
Too much
glamorous
elk.
way to go. I had a friend who choked on someone else's vomit one time.
Oh.
Ew.
Ew, wait. No, how did that happen? You gotta explain
Yeah,
that.
we don't even want to go there.
How did... No.
I made it up.
Was it
That's
a
how it
baby?
went.
Oh.
So anyway, did you ever see Led Zeppelin in concert? No, you were way too young. You weren't even born in 1980 when he died. Well, I actually happened to see Led Zeppelin back in the day,
Lucky.
1977. My older brother and sister took me. We saw them at Madison Square Garden, and it was an incredible show. Best show I've seen since then. Been trying to recreate it, and nothing's come close. So there you go. So, all right. I'll have some more coffee while I'm here. Let's listen to some more. All right, there's a song on here that I wanted to play, like you guys were talking about before. Battle of Evermore. That's the only song where they have someone else singing on it.
Wasn't that Robert Plant's girlfriend or something? I
Well,
don't remember. I don't
Her
remember.
name. Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah.
There it is. Alright, the girl singing on this, her name is Sandy Denny, and she was from a band called Fairport Convention. And after this, she ended up dying. So, yeah, she did. She not right after this, but a few years later, she had huge drug problems, and she was like really crazy. I didn't really know this until I was like looking her up last night, and that she was doing like all these drugs while she was pregnant. And then her kid came out early, and it was all this stuff. They took the kid away from her, and she just went on a binge, and she ended up like hitting her head and dying. So there you go. Very, very sad story.
They're so full of tragedy, this band.
I know.
Like Robert Plant's kid died too. Like,
That's what they said. A lot of this stuff was because of Jimmy's involvement in the occult and the black magic, but I don't think it's true.
doubt that.
It's just
Shit happened.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cuss on me?
Yeah, you can cuss. So yeah, like you're saying, his kid died. They were in a bad. Him and his wife were in a bad car accident, and then like a year after that or something, his son died. So that's they've been marred by tragedy. And then the drummer died, and then that's it. And now they're fighting about when they're going to tour again and when they're going to get back together and all this stuff. Jimmy Page wants to go on tour, Robert Plant doesn't. So, there you go.
He just came out with new music too.
Who?
Robert Plant.
Yeah? Is it good?
I liked it.
Oh, really? Oh.
I mean, I only heard one song. The rest of it sounded pretty cool.
He did with Alison Krauss.
That was good. I like that, definitely, yeah. But, I don't know, they didn't stand up too well. They were like the coolest looking guys in the world back in 1972, 73. Robert Plant with his no shirt on and his golden locks, and Jimmy Page looked so cool with his Gibson Les Paul down there. And now I heard people say they look like two battered women.
No more tight pants for him.
Day in the subway, I saw a one-armed man playing a 5-string bass. It was quite amazing.
A one-armed man?
One-armed man playing a 5-string bass.
Which arm was he?
He was hitting it hard.
He had like half of this arm, so he was using his stump.
Was he slapping it
He was
with the
using
stump?
his stump to play it, and then he had his fingers, so it was.
That's
and
cool.
it sounded great, yeah. So.
She
Could do anything. See Tara Lynn. Tell him that. Just walk up to him. Hey man, Tara Lynn.
And what was his color that you're talking about? That sounds like Tara Lynn?
Cerulean.
Cerulean? I think you made that up. I've
No,
never heard of this color.
It's
color
like
before.
it's like a pretty bluish green.
Really?
Like
Wow.
there's crap.
Yeah.
More like that.
Yeah, don't
over
bother
there.
pointing to me. I'm colorblind, so it doesn't matter what
Okay.
you point at. You
like
can point to the wall
Like
and say, yeah,
almost like a
that.
baby bluish green.
All right, I'll have to
I don't know.
put up a swatch of that too, and everyone can see what that color is.
It's
Yeah, I
kind
was
of
gonna
like
say kind of like the
There
post-it.
you go,
Like
nice.
the post, not the dark post.
Did they have it in the Crayola box of crayons? Was this color in there?
Depend on the Crayola box you got.
Yeah.
In the
If you want
box
those
of
like
64?
64
No.
ones,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. The big 64, or you can get one of those giant ones that has like 1,000 crayons. Maybe it was in that one. So I would just
It was
remember.
in the
I
64
remember
one.
Burt
Not in
Sienna
the
was
8
one of
one,
my
Burt
favorites. Yeah,
Sienna.
and
That's the one
Raw
everyone
Umba.
knows. And crimson red. Ultramarine blue.
All right, I think we've gotten off topic here. What album are we doing again? All right, we're doing Led Zeppelin 4 again. So, all right, give your review of this album, Kristin. Usually I do the review, but I'm going to give you the honors of doing the review.
What do
Go.
you mean?
Your review of the
say
album.
what I like and I don't like about
No,
it.
just say, do you think people... How many stars out of 5 does this album get?
5.
There you go.
Jeez.
Do you think everyone should own this album? Should they go out and buy it?
Yes. What kind of questions are?
All right. Great review. Thanks. All right. Wait. You don't know the
One
tradition.
of the reasons I started
you gotta
playing
smell
the
it.
The
guitar.
tradition. Grab your album. Open it up. Everyone's got to smell their album. A
Gotta smell?
tradition.
Smells good.
This one's pretty new. Did you get the old one?
That
Let me
one
see.
smells really
Smells
good.
like my
Let me check.
childhood.
Yes, exactly. Ah, this is a good one. Let me try that one.
They smell
That was a good
different.
one too. Yeah, they're all a little bit different. Depends where they were kept, you know. And
You're kind of weird. Mine's more strong. Let me smell yours.
yeah, see that
I
one.
like this one.
Mine's got more of an odor. I think because I was holding it close to my heart. I can't open this.
Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah. That's where the best odor is inside these. I found. Yeah.
Smells like an old library.
Yeah, that's what Phil and you said last time too. See, because you guys aren't old enough to, remember sitting there with albums when you're a little kid playing these. And do you know what you could do with the inside of an
parents
album
had
like this?
records and
Yeah.
played
So do you have parents? You know what this is good for?
No, what?
We'll talk about that after the show. That's a family show.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, take us out doing ooh yeahs. Go.
Been a long time, been a long, lonely night. I'm wonderful time.
And here comes the drum solo. Play the air drums. Go.
Shit.
Filter
Sue,
wine.
see what you made me do?
Uh,
Product placement.
there we go. Yes.
Live from Dennis's house.
All right. We're out of time. But thanks for coming on. Hold up your cup, Eryn. Live from Dennis's house with my awesome guests, Kristin Rose Kelly and Eryn Shewell. And thanks for coming on. Good luck with all your stuff. And see you next week. Oh my God.
When everything's blue and green, autumn leaves forest slow, then it snows. Winter freezes just about everything. Ice melts to the springs, we watch it grow. We can't escape the change is coming over. Remember down to the dairy road. We were children laughing on the swings with big dreams. Remember simple scenes, Terrell bittersweet, happiness hard to killing